Welcome to another Consulate update for the immigrant visa wait time estimates, in this case for the month of August 2025. Hi, my name is Oscar, and as you know, I'm not a lawyer, and in this channel we cover green cards like EB1A or EB2AW in which you can be the owner of your own immigration future because you can do it without a lawyer, saving thousands of dollars, and also without having a company sponsoring you, and of course, without having to undergo marriage. Yes, we deal with specific employment-based green cards, but once a month we do a video like this one where we open the discussion to all types of green cards because we tell you what are the estimated wait times in different consulates and embassies abroad. Because there's a new tool since a few months ago where the US government let us know what is their estimates on that front. And while it's still new, we don't know exactly how accurate this is, we always remind you that we value your information a lot. So if you are in this process, if you are in a family green card process, employment, whatever it is, and you already went to your interview, it would be great if you can leave a comment and let us know what was your actual time so we can compare the estimates with the actual times. And as I was saying, there's a new tool that we discussed in a previous video. I'm going to leave a link right here so you can click it and see the whole explanation about this new website. And I'm going to tell you in a second the basics of it, but basically it will allow you to consult the estimated wait times for the National Visa Center to schedule an interview once you are documentarily complete, or DQ as it used to be said, documentarily qualified. Yes, to be called to an interview, you also need to be current in the visa bulletin. If you have doubts about the visa bulletin, once a month we issue the update for that particular thing, and you can go to one of those videos and I usually explain how to interpret the visa bulletin and how to know if you are current or not. You will not be called for an interview if there is no visa number available for you, so you must be current in the visa bulletin. So this is the screenshot of this particular new official tool. You can choose the visa category, immediate relative, family, or employment-based green cards. Then you choose the post, the US Embassy or Consulate. In this case, we see as an example Madrid. And then you hit go, and it will tell you that the National Visa Center is currently scheduling documentarily complete cases with visa available from, and they will give you a date. So we use this date to calculate what is the estimate wait time as of now, in this case, August 2025. So remember, you need to be documentarily complete and you need to be current in the visa bulletin. At the end of the video, we are also going to see a few comments from previous videos so we can talk about frequently asked questions and we can solve some doubts that you have had in the past. Let's start with employment-based green cards, again, as of August 2025. And this includes the first preference, EB1, which includes EB1A, extraordinary ability, EB1B and EB1C, EB2 and EB3. We're going to go from longer wait times to shorter wait times. So more than 2 years in employment-based green cards, we have Dhaka with 51 months, a lot of wait time in Dhaka, Lagos 29 months, Accra, Abu Dhabi, Cotonou, Manila with 28, all of them, London and Seoul 27, Nairobi 26. In the last column, we tell you what was the monthly change since our last update, in this case, in July. And we see that most posts will move 1 or 2 months or will be unchanged, but there are certain cases where we see wide swings. In the case of Cotonou, we see 28 months additional wait time, which is a lot. Or London, we see 22. And actually for those two, because now we have 4 months worth of data, we show you that in some cases, the variation, the fluctuation is a lot. For example, Cotonou was over 25 months in the update of May, then it went to 0 in June and July, and then it went back to 28 months now in August. This is quite unrealistic, so I think these posts are probably sending the wrong information. Maybe in June and July they sent no wait time to the MVC, to State Department, and that was not actually true. I don't think the actual times go from 20-something months to 0 and then go back up. I think that's not realistic. On the other hand, we see other posts that are more stable. We're going to see an example later. But we see here London that had a relatively low wait time, less than 5 months until July, and now it jumped to 27. And we are going to have to wait to September and October to see how London in employment-based green cards behaves. I just wanted to start showing some graphs now that we start gathering more data, so you understand what is the reliability of this tool in some particular locations. Many locations are very stable, by the way, but this is not the case. And here I'm showing you Seoul. That's a case of a more stable post that is slowly getting worse. So it was about 17 months in May, and it is slowly creeping up, and now Seoul is at 27. Between 1 and 2 years, we have Yerevan with 21, Islamabad 20, Ankara 19, Rio de Janeiro 18, Montreal 16, Johannesburg 15, same as Ciudad Juarez, and Santiago 12 months. Between 6 months and 1 year, we have Santo Domingo with 10, and Ho Chi Minh and Taipei with 6 months each. Between 3 and 6 months, in the current update, we have no posts. And now all the posts with 3 months or less of wait time. We have Guangzhou with 2 months, Hong Kong, Frankfurt, Mumbai, and Warsaw with 1 month each. And then we have all the other posts over here that I'm not going to read out loud, but I'm going to stop for a second so you can pause the video and go through the list and check if your post is there. So I'll give you that minute now. And we continue to the last bit of the list. And again, I'm going to give you a second to pause the video if you need to do that. And we're going to continue. And we're going to continue with a quick break, and then we are going to move to family-based green cards. But I want Marina to tell us a little bit more about the resources we offer for those of you who are interested in EB1A or EB2NAW. Let's go with Marina.
Let's take a quick break to tell you all about the resources that we offer in our websites. Our website, oscarsgreencard.com, is the main portal to access all of our resources in one place. From there, you can go to our specific websites about the EB1A and EB2NAW categories. There is a lot of information about these two categories. You can read our latest posts, learn from the success stories of our course members, and stay up to date with the recent news about these green cards. But what we recommend the most is our courses. We have 4 different courses. Let's start with the 2 courses focused on the petition writing. We have one for EB1A and another one for EB2NAW category. These are focused on teaching you how to prepare a good petition step by step. We tell you everything about the requirements of each category, how to craft recommendation letters, and we talk about the forms and the fees. In every lesson, you can write your questions down so you're not left with any doubts. Also, in the EB2NAW course, we meet once a month, so we can answer your questions face to face and learn from each other. On top of these 2 courses, we offer an additional course about responding to a request for evidence in the EB2NAW category, and another one to teach you the requirements of each category and how to build your profile. So after everything I've told you, what are you waiting for? Join us, we learn together.
All right, thank you, Marina. So let's keep going with the family green cards. We start with the immediate relative green cards, and an immediate relative is a relative of a US citizen that is the spouse of a US citizen, the unmarried child under 21 years of age of a US citizen, or the parent of a US citizen if the US citizen is 21 years of age or older. More than 2 years of wait time, we have Port-au-Prince with 63 months and Abu Dhabi with 28 months. And since we have gathered a little bit of data now, 4 months worth of it, you can see that these 2 posts that are doing really bad in terms of wait time, they are stable. So Port-au-Prince is getting slightly worse, Abu Dhabi is getting slightly better, but those are quite stable overall. Between 1 and 2 years in the immediate relative green cards, we have all these posts. We have Accra with 24 months, Yerevan 23, Abidjan and Addis Ababa with 21, Doha 20, Cairo 19, Freetown 17, Lagos 16, Ciudad Juarez 15, Monrovia, Santo Domingo 14 each, Kuala Lumpur 13, and Ankara, Kinshasa, Nairobi with 12. Out of this, the biggest change is in Turkey, that has seen an improvement of 5 months. Between 6 months and 1 year, we have Islamabad with 11 months, Lome 10, Dhaka 9, and then we have Dushanbe, Kigali, Muscat with 8, Cotonou with 7, Montreal, and Tegucigalpa with 6 months of wait time. Not a lot of variation in this group, only 3 months of worsening for Dushanbe and 2 months for Islamabad in Pakistan. Between 3 and 6 months, we have Dakar, Riyadh, Yon with 5 months each, and then we have Amman, Guatemala, Johannesburg, Kathmandu, New Delhi, Ouagadougou, and San Salvador with 4 months each. And here the biggest change is for New Delhi in India, adding 4 months of wait time. And here is the list of 3 months or less of wait time. With 3 months, we have these countries here in the blue square. With 2 months of wait time, we have these countries here in the center block. And with 1 month of wait time, we have these countries inside the black box. And now here are the countries that, according to this website, have no wait time reported. I'll give you a second to pause the video if you need to do that. We're going to continue to the last category, which is family-based green cards, and then we're going to go over a few frequently asked questions. So family-based green cards are F1, F2A, F2B, F3, and F4. So more than 2 years of wait time, we have Port-au-Prince with 63 months, Dhaka 52, Kinshasa, Lagos, Nairobi with 29 each, Santo Domingo 27, San Salvador 26, Abu Dhabi and Ciudad Juarez with 25. And here I'm showing you the wide changes in San Salvador for this family green card category, adding, I think, over 30 months from May to June, then remained stable, and now is getting better again. And then Abu Dhabi is on the flip side, while they have a long wait time, is quite stable in terms of the numbers they are reporting. Between 1 and 2 years, we have Abidjan with 20 months, Manila 19, Islamabad 16, Accra 15, Ho Chi Minh 13, and Cairo 12. And here we see big changes. We have Accra getting better by 17 months and Ho Chi Minh by 15 months. Between 6 months and 1 year of wait time, we have Ankara, Rio de Janeiro, and Yerevan with 9 months of wait time, and Montreal and Mumbai with 7 months of wait time. And now between 3 and 6 months, we have Taipei with 5, Lima with 4, same as Lome and London. But look at Lima, how it was doing relatively bad over 24 months, over 2 years of wait time in the previous 3 periods, and now suddenly it went down to 4. So if someone is in Lima and undergoing a family-based green card process, let us know what is the actual time you have waited for this process to be completed to get an interview there. And here are all the rest of the posts. We have Phnom Penh with 3 months, then all these countries here in the black square with 1 month of wait time, and then no wait time reported. All of these countries, all of these posts, and then the ones we're going to see in the next screen. I'll give you a second to pause if you need to do so. And here is the last screen. We have all these posts as well for no wait time reported in the family-based green card categories. And now we're going to take a look at a couple of frequently asked questions from previous videos on this matter. So one person asked, what about Mexico and their council's office for NIW? And a similar comment here is, why did I not see Mexico City? Well, first of all, there is no specific information for NIW. There is information for employment-based green cards, and they put all the categories inside there, including EB2, including EB2 NIW. So we have to assume that they treat them all the same, but we don't know if that's the case or not. Maybe they go a little bit faster with certain subcategories. We don't know that, and we don't know if that is different among different posts. And then when you don't see, for example, Mexico City, that may mean two things. One, that I may have missed it, but that's unlikely because we pull from a full list of posts. I mean, human error is always possible, but in this particular case, you don't see Mexico City because Mexico City is not the consulate that gives out immigrant visas. In this case, I think Ciudad Juárez is the post you should be looking at. So whenever you don't see your posts in your country, check for other cities in that country or go directly to the website of your particular embassy and see if they administer immigrant visas. Because, for example, here there's a similar comment that says, didn't see Lisbon in any situation. What about it? Well, this person is probably living in Portugal, waiting for a process, and thinking, well, I have to go to the US Embassy in Lisbon to complete this consular processing. But immigrant visas are not administered in the Lisbon consulate. People in Portugal have to go to a different country, in this case I believe it's Paris in France, to finish their green card process. And that is the case in some other situations as well. Hi Oscar, you didn't mention the waiting time of Pakistan. Can you please tell me? Thank you. And this person is looking for Pakistan, but remember, this is not about countries, it's about consulates or embassies. So in this case, they should be looking at Islamabad, which is the consulate that administers immigrant visas in Pakistan. Hi, where is the link to the consular wait time? Well, I usually put the link to this official tool in the description of the video so you can easily click that link and you can access the information at your own pace whenever you need it without even having to click on my videos. But of course, I'm very thankful you are here. And please, if you are and you think that this is valuable, click on the subscribe button, hit on the notification bell so you are notified every time we release a video about green cards. It helps us a lot. It's free for you. So please go ahead and do that. And I will see you in the next video. Until then, good luck in your green card process.